All right, E-Mister here, back with you. We've got $5 from Anonymous who says, "Thank you for all the awesome games and good fun. Have luck for all the speedrunners. Also, kill the cancer and prevent the animals." And with that, I do believe we are ready for an interview with Brossentia, who will be running WolfQuest here in a bit. I'm going to kick it over to our interview table.
Hey guys, I think that was a pretty good representation of the Awful Games block, but we are not done here yet. We have the king of Awful Games here himself. I'm going to be playing WolfQuest in a minute. I've got 6 questions for you just to start off with.
Yeah, sure.
I can answer 3 of them myself. I'll answer who, where, and when. You are Brossentia.
Okay.
It is going to be WolfQuest right after this upcoming run.
Yep.
And the where is going to be right up there on stage. But Brossentia, why?
You ask the important questions. So I don't know. I found this game like 2 years ago, and I thought they're wolves, and this is kind of dumb. But I could just sit and like talk to chat and just have fun while running around and doing wolf things. So I looked at ways to optimize it. It's just been something that I can enjoy with chat. We can talk to each other while I'm doing it. Like, it's going to be a lot more casual, I think, than a lot of the other bad games that you're seeing here. But it's something that I really enjoy.
Okay, so you kind of answered this next question. You might see it coming, but question 5 out of 6. What?
So WolfQuest was made by the Minnesota Zoo. They got a grant for $600,000. So if you live in Minnesota, okay, you Minnesotites, I don't know what you're called, but yeah, if you paid taxes at all, you may have helped pay for this. By the way, it was also built on the Unity engine, so yeah, I think that's a little bit of a high budget for a really old school Unity game. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm guessing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And this last question, it's open into interpretation, but how?
How? Oh, you run, you find a wife, and then you have puppies. I don't know. Like that,
okay, I guess it's pretty much
you do
the
wolf
standard
things.
life.
Yeah, you're a wolf.
Got it. Now, I watched the trailer for this game, and it states that it includes real learning. Is that your experience?
If real learning includes pressing the button P to pee, sure. Like, yeah.
Yeah, because that's something else that's in that trailer is you can actually own territory by peeing in it. So my question to you is, just how much territory will you be claiming this speedrun?
About 90%. It's part of the route, yeah.
It's okay. We accept you just the same, and we love you for it.
Okay, thanks.
Now, in my extensive research I did for this interview, I actually found out that somehow WolfQuest 2.7 was released November 2015 and was patched no more than less than a month ago.
Yeah.
So, have you been able to play that?
Yeah, I've got 2.7, and it's stupid. You should. Okay. Let me explain. Stick with 2.5. Okay, 2.5 is where it's at. It's free. The graphics are worse, and that's fine. But 2.7, you have to grind for experience. Like, here's the deal. You're gonna see in 2.5, you do have to get experience to name your puppies. I don't know why, but it's overall, it's much more broken and much more entertaining. Mm-hmm. Don't play 2.7.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it. If you are going to be WolfQuest, you heard it here first. 2.5 is the prime version to go with.
Yeah.
You are also known for running the tournament Cuso Grande, which loosely translates to Bad Game Grande. Could you please tell us a bit about that tournament?
That's a very good definition. Basically, what I do is I sit at home, I put together a tournament where people play bad games and I laugh at them. So usually it's an hour or two match. Whoever makes the most progress at any given point is the victor. They've never played the games before. You know, we've had specials like Home Alone.
Specials indeed.
That was
specials.
that was a classic. Recently, yeah. Oh no. Conan, not the comedian, the barbarian. You know, we've had the Lion King 5, good bootleg game. You know, it's just been all across the board. It's hilarious, and the best part is I don't have to play them. I just have to watch them and laugh.
That's why you did this.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why. Awesome. We have some questions from you guys in the audience, so let's see what you guys sent us. Author Blues asks, do you think that WolfQuest is just a misunderstood gem and maybe doesn't belong in the Awful Block? We got a lot of support for that question.
No.
Okay.
No.
From the runner himself, Awful
No.
Block is the perfect place for this game.
The perfect dish, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to put it somewhere at GDQ, put it in the Awful
Yeah.
Block. Yeah.
Whoops. Next up, from Sarah the Gremlin, we've got, was the practice for this game a bit rough?
Oh, for sure. Oh. Got to pack those puns in, yeah.
Shai asks, what made you decide that WolfQuest was going to be the game you wanted to speedrun?
Oh, just because I thought it was hilarious, and you know, nobody had ever run this before. You know, this is something that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Taking a game or a route that nobody has done, and just sort of finding ways to make it work for me, finding ways to break things. I mean, I did Town with No Name, and that game's a gem in and of itself. Nobody runs it because it's not really meant for running,
Yeah.
and WolfQuest it isn't either. You know,
Yeah.
It's just fun to take something that exists that nobody expected to be played in 2017 and play it.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you ever play WolfQuest? Because I think it originally had a multiplayer component, right?
Jeez,
Did you ever
yeah.
try that out?
Yeah.
I want a story.
No. Here's the deal. You only have limited chat options, but they're still really weird. And I don't know. Everybody just runs around. And they're like, "Join my pack, join my pack," and you're like, "Okay." And then they run around and then they log off. It's not really in depth. You can't do much except like hunt animals, and then you're like, "Oh great, we killed something. Okay, we're wolves."
Was the world pretty populated? Were you seeing other player wolves running
Like
around?
2 people. Like I think there are like 10 people out there in
Yeah.
the world right now playing WolfQuest multiplayer, and they love it. Okay.
Well, they stopped briefly to watch the speedrun for sure. I mean,
yeah.
dedicated
Come join.
community.
Yeah, very very solid community.
So I like this next question. There's this question around not just the speedrunning community, but the gaming community in general. And it's a really important one. You see it a lot in Twitch chat. And so I propose to you, I've never seen WolfQuest. Is it considered the best or worst Final Fantasy?
If you could make cup noodles in it, it would be the best. But right now, it's sort of average. You know,
Okay.
an average Final Fantasy. Yeah. The magic system's broken.
This next question, I am very scared for the answer. Let's see what you throw us. What's the worst game you run?
Easily Athena, like hands down. Which I'm gonna be returning to that because I'm stupid. But yeah, it's just crap. Like if go home, go try to play it, okay? Go get a copy, enjoy the 30 to 40 hours. Like it took me a solid year to beat this game, and like after the year I finally gave up and started looking up hints because I had no clue how to get through it. It's such a stupid game, okay? Go play Athena.
Confirmed stupid game, disagreed, maybe stay away from Athena.
No. Fine, Blackie. Fine.
Yeah, I mean, so as far as something like Athena goes, what is it about these awful games which draws you to them? And do you have like a genuine fun for them, or is there like 10% self kind of punishment involved in there.
Honestly, with Athena, that's really the first bad game that I played, and it was part of the bad game exchange. Dragon Dark, you still haven't done your game, okay? I'm calling you out right now. Wizard of Oz next year, you're running at AGDQ, okay? I gave him Wizard of Oz. Yeah, come on. I gave him Wizard of Oz. He gave me Athena.
Under what circumstances did you give him Wizard of Oz?
There was a forum post. I think PJ was running it, the Bad Game Exchange, and we shipped games to each other, and I got Athena, so I had to speedrun it. And after you play the game for about 6 hours straight trying to get a run, you just lose all sanity. It's bad.
Lastly, we've got here, and this kind of goes back to the idea of a co-op run, of multiplayer. Did you consider doing a co-op run? And if you did, maybe you could save all the puppies if you had some help.
If you could, then I would. But unfortunately, multiplayer, you can't do any of the story elements, you know? So, no, it's not even a possibility. But if somebody does a hack, I suppose we could do multiplayer. Oh, no, that's weird. Okay. Nah, don't worry about it. No multiplayer.
The single player and multiplayer versions are just very distinct from one another. Like, is there any chance as you're running around, we'll see other player wolves popping up?
No, you won't.
Okay.
No, they're different. Yeah, you have to click a different button.
Okay, got it. All right, well, for some reason, somehow, this was an awesome interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brossentia. Catechumen is coming up next, and right after that will be Wolf Quest. You stay watching this Awful Games Done block. Such hilarious stuff. Thank you guys so much. Stay watching.
Hey, thanks.
All right, welcome back, folks. We'll be getting to Catechumen in just a sec, but before that, we're going to run a couple quick ads, and I'll see you on the other side. That looked cool. Oops. Nope. My voice is not on. All right. We've got an ad up for Speedruns Live, which is the place to go to race games with your friends competitively. They are doing their 5th Get Yourself Speedrunning event. So stop by Speedruns Live, check out the information on the screen, and it's a great way to get started speedrunning yourself. All right, folks, it is almost Catechumen time. Are you as excited as I am? Let me hear you guys out there. Come on. We've got $50 from Anonymous, who says, maybe a little bit of confusion here. He says, here's my $5. Brand new to live AGDQ, but not my first donation. Dropped some cash during the Silent Hill 4 run, but I figured why not give some more. I'm staying up all night while I pack my room and get ready to deploy on an aircraft carrier for the next few months. But you guys are doing a great job keeping me awake and somewhat productive. A big hoo-yah to the runners for their amazing work, and an even bigger hoo-yah to the wicked awesome announcer, keeping the laughs and the hype alive. Hey, thank you so much, and thanks as well for your service. Got $50 from Anonymous. Says, thanks for helping me through my sick days with great games and runners. Keep it up, guys. Dude, it is time to power through some of these donations for the next run. We've got $5 from Bowie, who says, first time watching a GDQ live and just got my first paycheck for my new job, so I figured why not make my first donation And since an announcer friend asked me so nicely, this donation goes to Announcer's Choice. Why, thank you very much for that. Got $10 from Twee of the Foxes. Been watching for a few years, but this is my first time donating. AGDQ is what got me through a few hard years of graduate school, so I should return the favor. Also, A+ voice of that you have there, Announcer. Should have looked at that one. That was a little bit embarrassing. Maybe make me blush here. Let's see. $5 from Jatanmus, who asks a question we all are asking. Why am I still awake? We've got $30 from Surona, who says, donating $5 for myself and my friends. We always watch GDQ and talk to each other on TeamSpeak. Shout out to Josh, Nick, Robert, and of course Gabe. Hi, Gabe. Got $5 from Anonymous, who says, where's the Zelda 2 love this year? $75 from Jeff227, who says, fine, Announcer, you convinced me. I'll donate. While these games may be terrible, these runs are amazing to watch. And if you're just tuning in, a ways back, I challenged people who are viewing, listening, chatting, lurking, whatever you're doing. If you have watched these GDQ streams in the past but have not donated yet, I recommend becoming a first-time donator at any amount, $5 or more. It feels good, and it's to a great cause. Again, we are creeping our way toward that 600,000 mark, and I know we can get there soon with your help. $50 from Why So Serious, who says, I never knew the Awful Block game existed until now, and it's already my favorite block. Makes me wonder why I even bother playing good games at all. $100 from Belmore. Awful games are fantastic. Don't get time to watch as much as I would like, but Awful Games made me feel better tonight. And that's what we're here for. A little bit of pain and a lot of fun. Darkfighter101 donates $5 and says, fun fact, you can milk a cow, but you cannot cow a milk. How about that for late night wisdom? On a similar note, Karmajolt donates $20.69 and says, one time I swallowed a penny. It's not really relevant, but I thought you'd like to know. Also, I've watched every Games Done Quick event since the first one. You guys and gals are great, and I always tell my friends you're great. And that brings up a good point. If you have somebody in your life who doesn't know about Games Done Quick and our marathons, think about letting them know. They don't even have to be a big gaming fan to find stuff like this interesting. I showed my parents, and they both watch now from time to time. $100 from Easy, who says, first time donator here. Thanks so much to the runners and event staff. Still can't believe I didn't discover this earlier. $10 from Frozen Gnomes, who says, donating because of a cancer scare last year. Skin cancer be hecked. Good luck to all the runners. Donation toward the Dark Souls 3 glitch exhibition. $10 from Smiler, who says, Blecky's pronunciation of rough made me laugh. Thanks for that, and here's $10. Anonymous donates $5.72 and says, here is an awkward amount of money, just like controlling any of these games. The folks setting up Catechumen are already having a good time. Just to let you know what you're in for. This game has not made an appearance at a GDQ since SGDQ 2013. And Peaches tells me that even if you've seen that run, you're in for some updates. So I'm looking forward to it myself. Got $10 from Zorg Lorfian, who says, thanks to everyone for making this great event possible. I'm eagerly waiting for SGDQ 2017's Donkey Kong 4 Sheriff K. Rules Revenge in the Wild West. Save the animals. $10 from Anonymous, who says, after missing a lot of daytime runs, I started asking myself, why does my sleep schedule have to be so messed up during AGDQ? Obviously, it was so that I could experience the Awful Games block for the first time. Welcome to the Awful Games family. Hijinks and antics are ensuing over at the Catechumen station, as we're just trying to get our last kinks worked out here before starting the run. $8.50 from The Punisher, who says, I love this Awful Game block. Shout out to the Twitter handler for all the puns. You could say it's punishing. Donation to Announcer's Choice. So while we're waiting for the Catechumen run to get going, I want to remind you of the upcoming Wolf Quest donation bid war. We're closing in on the naming of the puppies for that game, which is after Catechumen. You've just got a little bit longer. 2016 is making some ground as the second name, or in the name in second place with $2,170. But Cadejo is still holding strong with $2,555. If you want to change the outcome of that, get your money in now. Got $10 from Rarbert, who says, longtime watcher, but first time I'm able to donate to such a good cause. Thank you to the staff and runners for putting together these events every year and for providing countless hours of entertainment for such a noble cause. Keep up the good work, everyone. $5 from James Hillman, who says, Awful Games is my favorite block, so I had to donate again. Thanks to all the runners subjecting themselves to such atrocities. Truly a masochistic endeavor for a noble cause. $10 from Ruka. I always end up missing AGDQ, so I thought I'd donate now that I've got the chance. I'd like to thank all the runners participating, along with our fine narrators. Keep up the great work and kill the animals. Having just a couple technical issues with getting Catechumen up and running. Appreciate your patience. So how's everybody doing tonight, or whatever time of day it is in your part of the world? Definitely appreciate all the support we've been getting from people in other countries. One more bid war that I can tell you about. You could put your donation money toward. Coming up a little ways down the line is Hero versus Dark Story for Sonic Adventure 2. That's pretty close at the moment. Dark Story is at $2,482, while Hero Story is at $2,240. Had to donate since y'all had Saga music in your lineup in between streams, says Sam176. Put this $5 towards whatever Brossentia wants. We will find out his desired donation target in a bit here. We've got $5 from Anonymous who says, as a Minnesotan, I'm sorry my tax dollars paid for Brosentia's suffering. I'm rather broke at the moment, but I just had to donate what I could for a great cause, at least a better one than making a game like Wolf Quest. The money goes to Announcer's Choice for being so entertaining, even into the late hours of the night. Thank you guys for everything you do. Hey, and reading these donations is the thing keeping me up, so keep them coming so that I can keep awake. We've got $10 from Anonymous. Shout out to Virginia, where I lived for 4 years. Thanks to AGDQ for some fun memories and this ode to gaming history. Greetings from Dubai. Got $80 from $80 from Double Debbie, who says, "Dunk the animals." That's a new one, Debbie. Haven't heard that before. Oh, they're having a good time as they get Catechumen all worked out. And we appreciate your patience for staying with us during this. People in our audience hanging tough as well. All right, folks, we are just going to restart the stream for a moment. So stick with us, and I would say refresh your browsers in just a moment here. Thanks, and appreciate your patience. Hey everybody, thanks for your patience. We are back, and we are ready to go with Catechumen. So take it away, Peaches.
Okay, yeah. All right, if the stream can hear me, I really apologize for the audio. We couldn't get the audio to work and capture properly, so we have to play it through these like $2 speakers. So there's like a headset with the microphone pointed at these $2 speakers, so you're gonna hear a lot of peaking. So I apologize in advance, but that shouldn't take away from the quality of the game. Am I good to go? Can I do like a countdown? I'm ready whenever the timer guy can. Yeah. Can the timer hear me? Timer. Okay. All right. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Peaches, and this is Catechumen. And so, God, the audio is gonna kill me. Normally, the audio is actually like pretty nice. Okay, so sorry, I got caught there. So let's start over. Let's start everything over. So this is it's a Christian first-person shooter, and it's as you can see, it's really fast-paced, and that honestly is what kind of like drew me towards running this game. Okay, it's okay for this guy to grab me. So I've got Ribbed and Zach SK on the couch here, and can you guys tell me name one really exciting Christian game?
Catechumen.
So I think that's normally why like Christian gaming gets kind of a bad rap, is because their games aren't like super exciting. But this game is really fast paced, which makes me really enjoy it. There's
the
two
doom of
graphics. Sorry, what?
It's the doom of religion games.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to hear you, so I apologize. Oh, we crashed. Okay. All right, is this? Can you guys still see it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
All
good.
right.
They're good.
Take 3. Let's go. I'm just gonna have to start quick saving. I was doing a bunch of practice runs, and actually I was getting very few crashes, so that's kind of disappointing to see. Okay.
I agree with that guy.
So I really enjoy the fast pace of this game, and there's 2 graphic settings that I'll be switching between in the run. There's like a software setting and a D3D setting, and when you're in D3D, the game just has this really fast like gameplay rate, and I think it's tied to the frame rate. Sorry, I really gotta focus on this. Okay. So, the game runs a lot faster on the D3D mode, which will allow me to run a lot faster. Okay, I'm gonna save. All right, we made it. Okay, so, all right. So here's where the frame rate plays out, because this guy right here is gonna give me a sword, which will allow me to defend myself. However, he won't give it to me if the game is running too quickly. So I need to open this door repeatedly to introduce some lag from all the particles over in that corner. So he gave me a sword. Otherwise, if the game is not, if the game is running too quickly, he'll just float there forever, and it's kind of a soft lock. Okay. All right. Those are demons screeching. Normally the sound is a lot better. Oh boy. Okay.
This is quality entertainment.
Okay, so my faith is really hurting right now. You don't have like hit points in this game, you have faith. And in order to raise it, you can read scriptures, which will help me out here. So now my faith is at a pretty good point. I'm gonna save again because I've already been punished a couple times for being dangerous. All right, we're kind of clipping there. Okay, so this is a really common crash point. Okay, oh no, we do crash. Okay, So it's a good thing I saved, so we don't really have to redo like anything. All right, we're back. All right, nice. Okay, so here I'm gonna switch to software mode because I don't actually have any way to introduce enough lag for this guy to slow down enough. So
Oh boy.
now that we're in software mode, you can see that the frame rate is quite a bit lower. I get a lot more hang time when I jump. And now we can listen to him.
If you say so.
Yeah, we can attempt to listen to him. Okay, so now we have this kind of railgun thing. Okay, please don't crash. Okay, whew.
Oh, I was scared.
All right, I'm gonna save, yeah. All right, so this thing just tears through demons, but I don't have that much ammo, so I'm gonna hang on to it for now. Now there's this area with these like kind of 4 trials, and in each room you have to duck into these vents. And I'm gonna save just because it's sort of a unintentional train wreck so far. All right, so this is like an invisible maze. You can't really see any of the walls. You can kind of see them on the floor, but I don't know. I guess I've run this enough times that I know my way through it. So you have to get these 4 artifacts in order to open up this door to enter the Colosseum. So I'm gonna save again here. Now this area has a bunch of snipers in it. And you can't really see them, but if I were to try to traverse these platforms, I would get lit up. So I'm gonna save because these are pretty glitchy, and there's a bunch of invisible walls on these. I need to very slowly walk on the left side of this, otherwise I'll get pushed off. And again on here. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, nice. Okay, so now I have the winged boot. That's 2 out of 4 now. We're gonna hightail it out of here. Okay. All right, so that demon actually hits like a truck. He does these like somersault dance moves, and if he hits you, it just nukes your health or your faith. Got him. Okay. So here we have some block puzzles. All right. Normally the noise that it makes when you push them is pretty nice, so it's kind of disappointing. Okay. So now we only have one artifact left. Okay. There should be some really intense music playing, but all you hear is static, so I apologize.
Oh, it's pretty intense.
Okay. Oh, nice. He opened the door for me. Okay. That was a really polite demon. Okay, this is a pretty common crash point, so I'm going to save. Nice. Okay, no crash. All right, this is the Colosseum. You can hear the lion growling, but he's not going to be free yet. Okay. All right. So we are, I don't know if you could hear the angel talking before, but the Romans have their minds possessed. And so I'm trying to free their minds from corruption. And so the way that the guards work is that if there's just one of them, he'll grab you and kind of incapacitate you and just look into your eyes for a bit. Whoops. Okay, whoa. It's kind of scary because the lion's really, really, really fast and he has a lot of HP, so it's really not a good idea to try to fight him. Okay, let's go. Alright, this is a pretty common crash point, so I'm going to save. Alright, good. That's like 2 loading zones in a row, so we're doing alright. Oops. Okay. Another block puzzle. So there's a pretty precise trick where you can actually mount that Roman and then use him to jump on top of the bookshelf with the key on it. It probably saves like a good 2 or 3 seconds, but it's really, really easy to mess up, so I'd rather not throw away another run. But anywho, I was kind of talking about the Romans. If there's just one, they kind of grab you and stare into your eyes. If you get grabbed by 2 of them simultaneously, you just instantly die. Okay, I'm going to clear this area out a bit. Okay. It's going pretty well. Ah! Okay, so there was a key that I had to get deep inside there in order to open up one of these doors that takes me to the right spot. So this game actually has quite a lot of like side areas, and it's actually really fun to explore. I had a lot of fun playing through it casually, and there's a pretty good amount of stuff that you can skip with the speedrun. So there's a lot of these somersaulting demons here, and I need to avoid them just right, because otherwise they just like completely combo you to death. So the best way to introduce lag here is actually to jump up on the balcony, and the only reason I'm really jumping is to try to get a feel for my FPS, and I'm trying to find like the sweet spot. Like this is pretty good lag. So this is going okay. I should have saved before that just in case, but it's really rare for him not to drop his sword. Okay. All right, give me that. Nice, okay. So now I have the lightning gun, but I'm not going to use it right away because this railgun is really useful in this next area. I'm going to use it to tear through these guys here. Sometimes they'll group up and clump up there, and it's really easy to get blocked by them. Okay. I got some armor there, which is really useful because the enemies here are just like really fast and furious, and I'm gonna try to clear some of them out as I run through this area. Okay, I got one. Missed that one, but that's okay. I hardly lost any faith or armor, so that's really good. Okay, this is a pretty common crash point, so I'm gonna save. Nice. I think it's a little bit more stable now. Okay. Alright, so this area has like a pretty big maze to it, and there's a lot of locked doors where the buttons to unlock them are like way across the level. So this is like a pretty difficult area to do your first time through. There's a lot of enemies, a lot of winding paths, and a lot of places to get lost. Okay, but thankfully I'm actually in pretty good shape right now. I have pretty good armor, pretty good faith, and we're just about into the next area already. Alright, pretty common crash area here, so I'm going to save. Nice. Alright, let's get back into software mode. Oops. I do want particles on. Okay. Okay. So you can see that she has Solomon's Scepter in her hand. And this is a really good weapon. It's actually got one of the highest DPS in the game. Now this here is a really critical area because it's the first big sequence break in the game. So this is a pretty big area. We just entered this loading zone. But if we go up this ramp, we can wait for that door to close. Okay. And now we're done with the whole area. So you're supposed to go all the way around this very big winding level with a lot of dangerous perils. But if you jump on those doors, whoops! How did I somehow managed to miss that key? It's possible to just jump across those doors. Okay. So here's one of my favorite parts of the run. You can't really quite hear it. That's the Minotaur. He's supposed to say Aru.
Aru.
But the sound quality. Oh, I hear like some screeching in there. There's an Aru. Okay, that was definitely an Aru. Oh, that makes me so sad about the sound. Okay, going back into software mode. So you hear that Aru? This is normally one of my
Maybe
favorite
we should
things
get the
about
audience
the
to
run.
do it for you. Aru!
All right, thanks guys. So the angel says you have vanquished the Minotaur, but you can hear him Aruing very clearly in the background.
Aru!
Very clearly.
All right, so now we have the tri-repeater. This is a really strong weapon. What? Hello? Okay, I just zipped. Okay, that was good, actually. That saved me some time. All right. That's honestly never happened before.
Never
Okay.
happened.
I was really disoriented for a second. Okay. Okay, so there's a couple zips that I've been able to reproduce, but they're kind of hard to set up. And that's the first time that zip has ever happened. Okay, so I need to dodge all of these exploding gerbils. And there's one in here that I'm actually gonna pop prematurely. All right. This area has kind of a weird wall here that will actually shoot me up if I touch it. So I have to swim in a pretty precise angle there. That's a really, really frustrating area if you don't know about that wall. Okay, so here I need to watch out. Ooh, okay, that turned out really well. So there's a wolf up on that balcony up there that will blast like laser energy at you. And if he hits you, it's pretty much a one-shot kill. Okay. You can hear him. You can hear that wolf. Okay, I'm gonna go. Whoops! I actually need to go this way. I need to go this way in order to get the armor. So I need to try to take this guy head on. Nice. Okay. So that's the wolf that would have one-shot me, but I ended up taking him out first, and he was guarding some armor, which really, really helps. So I hit that switch. Whoa. Okay. So this guy here, his script runs only off of his speech. So you can save and quit, or save and reload, and it'll cause him to get stuck in that animation loop, which I think is pretty interesting. Got him. Okay. Back into software mode here. Okay. So here you can see that she has got Moses' staff, which is really, really awesome. I used to really actually underrate Moses' staff, but I've recently found some cool stuff that you can do with it. And it's too bad because we can't really like part any seas with it, but we can definitely use it to, I call it like more like a leap of faith. You know, it's like a rocket launcher for, I guess like secular games. But we can use it to do a leap of faith here. So it's actually right away, right after you get it, there's a really, really good setup that you can do. Okay. Okay. This is pretty tough. So I need to, okay, no. No. This will probably take me a couple tries. Oh, nice.
Hey.
Okay, we got it. Okay, so that skips a lot of this level. And, oh, there's the Minotaur again. So I was reaching out to, trying to do another leap of faith here. Okay, so that's a pretty big sequence break as well. I reached out to some of the development team for this game, and Ralph Bagley, he was like the lead programmer. He did tell me that the rocket jumping property of Moses' staff was actually kind of like a nod to Quake. I found an interview that he did where he was saying that Quake was a really, really big kind of inspiration, like an influence for him. And he also mentioned that all the like beta testers used to race the game all the time. So I think it's pretty interesting that he was sort of like into the idea of speedrunning this game back before, I guess, anyone else really. So in that room right there, there was the machine that was being used to possess the soldiers' minds, and when you hit the do not push button, it makes it explode. This guy just does so much damage. Okay, I might actually just try to dodge the wolf. All right, nice, nice, nice. So not too many people. No, I'm stuck. Okay, all right. It's good. It's good that I saved. Okay, so when I blew up the machine, not too many of them were disabled, so I have to run through them. Okay, so we're coming into the final weapon pickup here, and his speech is pretty fast, so I need to actually switch onto software mode about halfway. Otherwise, I move so slowly that he'll finish his speech well before I can get back to him. All right. Oops. Okay, good. Doing good. Whoops. So we're going to be doing another leap of faith here. There's normally this really large level that you have to Nice, first try. Okay, there's a pretty large level that you have to lower that bridge. There's another bridge here. And you can't really hear it because of the sound quality, but you play Amazing Grace on there.
I heard it.
Okay. And on that area, I could actually theoretically whip out my staff and use it to do a leap of faith across that lava barrier, but I don't really want to risk dying there. Okay, so this is kind of the final area. There's a whole bunch of resources here, but I'm not going to be using too many of them. I'm trying to like save up all my ammo because the final fight is actually very, very, very intense. So this is going to be the last big sequence break. So you're supposed to go to the right normally earlier, but I go to the left first instead. And what's sad is that the leap of faith part of it is not that hard, but what's really hard is like setting it up. Because it's hard to actually, I don't know, it's like an awkward, it's like such a tight spot that it's really hard with the angle of entry to use your staff. There we go, okay. Nice, okay, so that skips a pretty big part of the level as well. All right, so now we're here at Satan's outer sanctum. And you can't hear it because of the sound. Okay, you can hear it. That's him saying, Catechumen, where are you? And now we just have to hope. Oh, nice. Okay, that's really good luck. All right. So this guy is just like a total damage sponge. And he's charging his attack there. If you save and reload, it'll actually deload his charge attack. So once you do enough damage to him, he starts teleporting, but if you save and reload, it'll actually reset the coordinates that he was going to port to. So normally you have to go through all of these portals to chase him through his outer sanctum. But if you save and reload every time that he kind of gets staggered, then you can just lock him here. And like I said, he does have a very, very high amount of HP. Okay, he pretty much takes like your entire inventory of ammo. Oops, I really screwed that up. It's kind of hard. Normally he has like a voice clip whenever he teleports out. So I ended up missing that one. And it's much, much faster to reload than to try to chase him down throughout the sanctum. He's really got a lot of HP. He should be almost dead though. And it's kind of sad I can't really hear him because he's supposed to have a voice clip that says, I'm unstoppable, but I can't really hear it. Oop, that's bad, that's bad. So he has a couple different, I guess, attacks that he can do. He'll either charge up a shot, he'll either throw a weak shot. Okay, so he's unstoppable, that's good. So he'll either do like a quick shot, a large shot, or he'll charge up a shot, or he'll start flying. And when he starts flying, it's a huge, huge time waster, because it's really hard to hit him. So now he retreated to his inner sanctum, and they give you a really, really good ammo refill. And they give you some armor and some health. So this here is the final fight. And again, he pretty much takes your entire ammo. So I need to really, really pay attention to dodge his big shots. The charge shots are really the best thing that he can do because I can just, again, save and load to get rid of them. Okay. So I'm saving, not because I need to like reload to do anything, but it's just in case if he flies, then I can reload without having to watch him fly. And it's just, that's a really convenient time to do it because I know he's not going to move or flap his wings. Okay, so he's not actually too far off from being dead, so maybe within like 30-ish seconds we'll be good on time. So whoever's the time guy, kind of prepare yourself a bit. Oh, okay, okay. So that's the bad one. When he flies, it's just way too hard to hit him reliably with your high DPS weapons. I could use the railgun, but that doesn't have enough ammo to finish him off at this point. Okay, it's really close. Time. What was the time on that?
It was
24:07.
24:07.
Okay, that was pretty good for all the crashes and restarts at the beginning. I wonder how much time those took, because you guys weren't restarting the timer when I restarted, right? I'm guessing no. Okay, that's pretty good then. I think world record is like 22:15, so that probably had a pretty good shot at being the record, I guess. I don't know. I was even crashing a bunch too. So anyways, at the end, that's my character on the left without the pants, and I free the guy on the right without the pants. And as you can see, we're in the middle of the Holy War.
I can totally hear it.
Okay, so it's the end of this battle. So I do want to say sorry for the audio issues, and I want to say sorry for the crashes as well. I guess that's kind of my fault for trying to play a game this old on a modern system. However, I hope you guys still enjoyed it. I honestly legit think it's a really fun game to speedrun. I think it's a really exciting game, and I really, really appreciate that there was a Christian game that was like focused on like high intensity gameplay. And so like Ralph Bagley, he was the first guy that showed up there. I really appreciated like the passion that he put into making this game enjoyable. I don't know. Thanks Ralph. I guess thanks everyone watching. I do want to give a shout out to my awesome girlfriend Bianca, and also all my coworkers who might be watching right now, and any of my friends and family back home, especially Rami, Dante, Brett, and all my friends at CBAM and NAPS. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching. So after the credits, by the way, it'll tell you, well done, but the impossible awaits. So normally when you beat the game on the impossible mode, you get like the special reward for beating the game on the hardest difficulty. We didn't have time for it. We especially don't have time for it because we had some setup issues. But I will say that if you guys wanted to check that out, I'll probably be running through it like this next week. And then hopefully, I guess like the sound won't be too awful. Anyways, this is intentional, by the way. The music always cuts out halfway through the credits. So anyways, yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed it, regardless of the setup issues. I'm really sorry. But yeah, well done, but the impossible awaits. So yeah, maybe I could show that off some other time. Anyways, I'm done with Catechumen. Thank you guys for giving it a shot, and I hope you enjoy the rest of GDQ. Thanks for watching.
Thank you very much, Peaches. Thank you so much for that run. We've got a couple comments that we got during the run. I just wanted to read out really quick. We have $100 from Splody Baloney, who says, have to give a huge thanks to Peaches. His streams helped me get into Twitch, and his runs are always enjoyable. Putting this toward Jerko doing a Big the Cat run. Got $10 from James Sparrow. I need for Catechumen. This must be it. got $100 from Anonymous who says, if you kill Bill, I will haunt you all. Sacrificing someone is hard, but Bill and Zoe are not up for grabs. The only reason I chose Francis is because I hate vests too. BGDQ is hilarious. So that's a reference to the bid war for the Left 4 Dead